So, hello guys, let's look at 7 tips and techniques that may help to prevent split ends. The first one is be gentle after washing your hair because wet hair is vulnerable to damage, so it's important to care for your tresses gently after shampooing and conditioning. Some people have a habit of rubbing their hair dry with a towel, but this can damage it, so frequent rubbing can cause hair breakage. It can also damage your hair cuticles, resulting in a split ends or frizziness. Instead of rubbing it your hair, blow it dry with a towel. And the next thing is detangle your hair with use of wide tooth combs. Tangled hair, whether wet or dry, can be difficult to comb or brush. So always detangle your hair before drying, brushing or styling. The research studies recommends using a wide tooth comb. So the wider tooth comb allows the comb to glide through your hair without damaging the ends or causing damage. So use a wide tooth comb and use try to a comb that made up of wood material instead of plastic. That is better. And the next thing, the important thing is to hydrate your hair because hydration is the key for the security of your hairs and your skin. Keeping your locks moisturized is also a key to prevent split ends, and dryness cause weakened hair, especially at the ends, and this can damage and split ends. For this purpose, you should try to use a hair mask composed of coconut oil, aloe vera gel, honey, olive oil, bananas. All these ingredients are rich source of nutritious compounds for your hair. So try to use it for overnight or 20 minutes. And also an important thing is dial down the heat. Using heated appliances on your hair, especially on a daily basis, can dry it and change the structure of your hair proteins. So if possible, let your hair air dry after washing and then style it without using a curling iron, flat iron or blow dryer. If you need to use heated appliances, then try to turn down the heat setting. You can also apply a heat protectant product before blow drying or styling to avoid heat damage of your hairs, because the structure of protein is very much important for good hairs. Also try to avoid overbrushing. Overbrushing is not a big problem if you brush your hair just to try to neat look, but if you did many time brushing, then it will be dangerous for your hair because it will break your hair and also cause formation of split ends. So you should try to comb your hair only to style it or make to look neater. Avoid pulling or tying your hair as you brush or comb it, and use a detangling product if you need to get rid of knots. And you should also try to use a sleep on a silk pillowcase because protecting your hair at night can also prevent split ends. Rather than sleeping on a cotton pillowcase, sleep on a silk or satin pillowcase to reduce the friction. Sleeping on a silk pillowcase allows your hair to glide over the pillow. Having less friction between the pillowcase and your hair may help prevent hair damage and breakage. And other option that you can use is to wear a silk scarf at night to protect your hair, because it will also look like act as a pillowcase. And you can also avoid the hair treatments and try to add a gap between the hair treatments, because chemical treatments like coloring or relaxing your hair can their toll. So you should try to add a gap of 8 to 10 weeks for any kind of treatment, and try to avoid the same treatment one and another time. Wait for 2 weeks to before getting it done. Applying a hair mask only once a week is for instant conditioning for your hair.